This is Elizabeth Swider, President of Care is There Geriatric Care Management, and this video is to show you an overview of Insightly. And Insightly is where we keep our client case files, and it's also our company Rolodex. It's where we keep our to-do list. It's really the organizational tool, the main organizational tool for Care is There. And it's important to know that this tool is mostly about internal communication. We have other means to do external communications with our clients. So the way that you enter Insightly is on your Chromebook, or if you're using another laptop, probably there as well, there should be a little favorite in your toolbar that says Insightly. And if you click that tool, favorite, that little icon, it will bring you to this page. And if for some reason you don't have that icon, you can go to this address. You can go to www, or maybe it's more straightforward to go to https://Google Apps apps.insight.ly. But rather than having to type that all the time, I like to make a favorite. So when you do either of those things, it will bring you to a page that looks like this. It will be asking you, enter your Google Apps domain to log in. And for that, it's going to be careisthere.com. You can see that I've already input it before, so it will kind of display it as show that it already remembers that. But if you don't have that yet, you can just type in careisthere.com, then click login. So this shows you kind of what Insightly looks like when you first log in. Across the page, we have these different tabs that show us different aspects of the system. So if you click on each of these, it will show you a different screen. So these I think of as drawers in a file cabinet. If you think of Insightly as a filing cabinet, these would be our different drawers. So the dashboard is what tells us anything that's happened inside Insightly. I find it a little bit overwhelming, and I usually use different sections of Insightly a little differently. Tasks shows everything that has been assigned as a task to someone. And in each of these screens, in each of these what I call tabs or folders within Insightly, you will have different ways to display the content that appears on the page. And these are called filters. So here's where they're displayed. So if you wanted to search to find a task and you knew what description it was given, you could type in a few words here and it will start searching for you, or you can also click this little magnifier. You can choose what type of task, for example, you want to display, and you can choose these options. Do I want to display my tasks, the tasks by the team, by users, etc. It's important to know this because in any of these pages, you may go to a tab and say, "Wow, I don't understand what I'm seeing," and that's probably because you have the filter set a different way. So you just want to choose what you're looking at depending on how you choose these different filters. So let's just kind of go through this a little bit more. This tab is for our contacts, and think of contacts as people, individual human beings. That's what's listed here. And if you open up one of these contacts, then it will give you more information about that contact. So let's see one that I can open up for you here. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do is I'll search. This is showing all contacts, and again, whenever you click this drop down box, it will give you some options about what you want to see. Let's say that we want to find me as a contact. Let's search on Elizabeth, and as I start to type the word, it will start to do some searching here, and it'll start displaying things that include what I've said so far. There's a lot of Elizabeths in here, so I'm going to keep going. and wait till it gets a little closer. Okay, this is the Elizabeth that I want. And you can see that on this, when it displays the contact, it gives a little bit of information here, my email address, my phone numbers, etc. But there's probably more information available. So if I click and open that contact, you'll see all kinds of information here. So let's go back to the list of contacts. You do that by clicking on that tab. It will give you back the list. So we just said contacts were people. Organizations are companies. So these are lists of companies, and of course companies include people. So most of our contacts will be linked to an organization. So let's use one here. Here's ACAC. Which is a gym in town, and here are employees of ACAC, and when I hover over each of these, it gives us some information about that employee. If I were to click one of these employees, then it would take me to that contact. So these are organizations that are linked to the contacts for the people that work there. Opportunities are typically either marketing relationships we have, or they are new clients, potential clients that may become new clients. So I won't spend too much trouble on that. Projects is the most important part of Insightly because this is where we keep our case files. And remembering that what you see here is going to be dependent on what filter you show here, I'm choosing to display the Academy section, and this is kind of where we find our training material. So these are projects that are training material projects. But if I click this drop down box, you can see that you can choose what projects you display on these different attributes. So if I just wanted to see the projects that were assigned to me, I would click this and it would show all those projects that are assigned to me. I'm going to avoid that at this point because we don't want to display too much client information in this tutorial. This just says the order in which you display the projects, project name or the day created, that sort of thing. And emails are emails that have been either generated from Insightly or linked to Insightly. And that's an important aspect of Insightly because many of the, we have a lot of client communication that happens through emails, and we want that to be included in our case files. So I'll click back over on this, this projects tab. So we kind of end on that note, but hopefully that gives you a good overview of what is included in Insightly. We'll do some other videos about some specifics. Another thing to know is if you're looking for something and you're not quite sure where to find it, this search all data is very helpful. So let's try what we did before, searching on my name, Elizabeth Swider. And as I type that in, it's beginning to search. It's giving me some options, and this is my contact. Here's people that have corresponded with me or are linked to me, and here are emails. You can see these different icons, emails in which I am participating. So whenever you're looking for something in Insightly, a good idea is to use that search field to search on the information that you're looking for. So that's a quick overview of Insightly, and take a look at some of the other videos that will give you more details about each of these sections.